All right, time for another 5 on Friday. You ask the questions down in the comments below. I'll answer them. Remember, ask me the questions, I'll get you an answer. Here we go. All right, question number 1 is by NW Lawn Dog. How do you balance personal goals like buying investment real estate or by taking an end of the year bonus versus investing in your business? I don't really buy real estate, so I don't do that. Sometimes I'll take a bonus if we have a good profit. I'll do that. I guess personal things like vacations, that's what's important to me. I enjoy going on vacation with my family. Some people like doing, riding motorcycles. Some people like to have season tickets to a sporting event. I try to balance the personal thing. It's tough. I mean, everybody knows that work-life balance is always an issue, right? Basically, as everybody knows that's in this business, right now it's April, so we're busy beyond belief. So there's not a whole lot of work-life balance going on in my life. For example, I didn't get home till 9:30 last night. I had a HOA meeting, so right now I don't really concentrate on that so much. I just try to concentrate on work, okay? And then I know in a couple months things are going to slow down and I can start having a little more balance in my life. Question number 2. Tim Broughton. As a smaller 2-truck, mostly residential landscape and lawn mowing business, how do you start getting or begin bidding larger commercial contracts? Is it all who you know, or is there some avenue you can take to start picking up these accounts? I know I've had this question before, but I don't mind answering it again because it's a pretty popular topic. We were all residential when we started. All residential lawn mowing basically is what we did when we started out this business, and slowly we worked our way into commercial work. Basically, my advice for you on this is do some homework, go on the internet, find some local property management companies, stop in. If you get a chance, what we did is we took coffee mugs and put some candy in them. We took coffee mugs in, dropped them off to some of these management companies, said, hey, we'd like to get your business, put a business card in there, and it worked out pretty well. Cold calling, again, if you're interested in doing this kind of work, you might want to think about doing some cold calling to some of the local businesses in your area, gas stations, fast food restaurants. Just stop in, drop off a card, say, hey, we have an account right down the street, we're interested in getting your business. So there's really no silver bullet to getting commercial work. If you really want it, you just got to go after it, man. Just go after it. You guys got some tough ones on the names this week. Stelatical asks, what was the first administrative person you hired, and at about how much revenue were you bringing in at that point? It was my office manager. I was doing about $500,000 in sales at that point. It was getting too much for me with all the office work, doing the billing and doing the accounting type stuff and everything. So I decided, you know what, time to hire an office manager. Worked out great. There's really no specific time, but if you're just starting out, obviously you can do everything yourself. After a while though, you'll get to that point where you hit that wall. A lot of people are around that $500,000 mark where they start thinking, I don't think I can do all this anymore. That was my first hire. It was great. It allowed me to grow the company in a very big way the next couple of years. Thanks for the question. John Boy's Lawn Service. Did you design your logo, and if not, which company did you use, or do you have any recommendations? I don't have any recommendations. Luckily, my brother is a graphic designer. He works for some pretty big names, and like Mountain Dew and Ping. And so I asked him, I'm like, hey, would you design my logo? I love your work. I know you're my brother, but let's get together and do this. So I used him. I knew exactly kind of what I wanted. That's kind of a weird statement, isn't it? I knew exactly kind of what I wanted. I knew what I wanted, so I basically talked to him about it and said, hey, I want something neat and clean because we do commercial landscape maintenance. I want something that's not too busy. I want something that just says, hey, when you see it on the truck, this is a company that does professional work, and I want crisp, clear, neat, clean logo. It looks like this. And so that is how I went about doing it, but really I don't have any recommendations, unfortunately, in that department. Peter Willett, he said, love the day in the life vids. He thinks my employees are way weirded out by the vlogging. Anyway, does your company struggle to find good, competent help in laborers and foremen? Do you have any unique tricks to finding and retaining good people in your lower level positions like laborers and crew leads? The age-old question, there is no easy way to hire great people. It's all about just constantly being on your game, constantly trying to find people. I find that once you get them, you need to treat them right. If you have the right person or the right people, treat them as great as you can treat them. I saw something by Gary Vaynerchuk. He said, when it comes to employees, give more than they give. You give them more than they give you. I know it sounds weird. Oh, I'm the owner, I'm the guy in charge of all this stuff. You know what? Your employees make or break your company, right? In our business, very labor intensive. You got to treat them right. When they do a good job, tell them they did a good job. Sometimes you do have to tell them, hey, you need to do a little bit better over here. I got a recommendation for you. But to find good people, run ads. We run ads on Craigslist. We do radio advertising. We try to do whatever we can do to get people in the door for our business. It's super important. So I think you have to get creative in this department. Ask friends, relatives, if they know people that maybe are looking for a job and are interested in this kind of work. It's tough. I get it. It's just a non-stop issue. I've been doing this almost 30 years. It's always tough. Thanks for the question. I'm going to go for more than 5 because you know what? I didn't do this last week because I've been so busy with spring. So the next one is Rufus LC. Basically, he wants to know, do you recommend dump inserts for pickup trucks? Yeah, they're great. So Brandon Spangler asks, where do you draw the line between being a friend to your employees and being their boss? Sometimes it seems like I'm too much of a friend to them and they don't take me quite as serious when giving instructions. Thanks for all the great videos. Keep them coming. Thank you. I would say drawing the line between being a friend and being their boss, it's tough. You want to enjoy coming to work and being with your employees. I get that. It's tough though because at the same time you are their boss, so you have to spell it out when you hire them. This is important. So make sure that you have job descriptions. Make sure that you have an employee's manual that basically talks about the rules and regulations of the company. It's okay to do this, it's not okay to do that. We want you in uniform, we don't want you smoking on the job. Those are the kinds of things that I think are very important to lay out there right away when someone starts working with you. You can make it understood that, hey, I'm the boss, but I also like to have fun. But there are times when we have to put our nose to the grindstone, get the work done, okay? Set the tone from the time these people start working for you. Are your trucks a mess? Is your shop a mess? Is your office a mess? Are you unorganized? Are you late for work? If all of the answers to that is yes, then you have to make a decision. You got to set the tone for these people. Don't be late. Don't have your office in disarray. Don't have your truck a mess. Try to set the tone so that people understand that you're serious about what you're doing. It's a tough thing dealing with employees. I know I've been doing it for a long time. There's no easy answer to that question. Set deliverables for your people. Hey, we have 3 hours to get this job done. I would love to sit here and talk to you about baseball, but we've got work to do. We need to get it done. This is the time I have it bid for, so let's get rolling and get it done. Very important to give them deliverables. Very important to give them goals, budgets for hours, things like that. What do you expect? They need to know. I have a new article out in Turf Magazine. It's called A Storm is Coming. It's all about basically what can you do in the spring to maybe alleviate some of the insanity that happens in our business. We all know the storm's coming. We all know that we're going to have a ton of work. We're going to have a lot of things going on. Things are going to break. People are going to show up late. We're going to have equipment issues. We're going to have employee issues. We're going to have customer issues. What have you done to plan for that? What have you done to make that easier for you? Okay. So anyway, if you want to read about it, you can check it out in the, let's see, it's the April issue of Turf. Okay. And I love writing for this magazine. It's fun. I've been doing it for a long time. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Ask me your questions in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you're watching. And make sure you shoot me some questions. Okay? I'll be here next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time. So I talk a lot about what can you do in the spring to do a better job with your company so that your people are... that was terrible. All right.